What if the biggest winner of a US-Canada trade dispute isn't the United States and isn't Canada? What if it's Mexico? More than 2,000 years ago, an ancient Chinese story warned about what happens when two rivals become so focused on fighting each other that they forget to look around. The result? Neither side wins. A third party does. The Chinese proverb is, "The clam and the bird fight, the fisherman profits." Today, as the United States and Canada renegotiate, debate, and occasionally clash over trade, tariffs, and economic priorities, could Mexico be quietly emerging as the fisherman? Let's explore. The story is simple. A bird spotted a clam on a riverbank. The bird tried to eat the clam. The clam snapped shut and trapped the bird's beak. Neither would let go. The bird struggled. The clam resisted. Both became obsessed with defeating the other. Then a fisherman walked by. Seeing both trapped in their struggle, he captured them easily. The lesson? When two competitors focus entirely on each other, a third player may seize the opportunity. Ancient wisdom, modern geopolitics. For decades, many people viewed North America through a simple lens. The United States was the dominating player. Canada was America's closest partner. Mexico played a supporting role. But that picture has changed dramatically. Today, Mexico is becoming one of the most important manufacturing hubs in the world. Global companies are investing in billions. Factories are expanding. Supply chains are relocating. And Mexico's strategic importance continues to grow. The question is, why? Let's start with something that never changes: geography. Mexico sits directly beside the largest consumer market on Earth, the United States. Products can travel by truck rather than crossing oceans. Delivery times are shorter. Transportation costs are lower. Supply chains become more flexible. In a world where disruptions have become common, proximity matters, and Mexico has plenty of it. Unlike many advantages, geography cannot be copied. No competitor can move next door to the United States. Mexico already lives there. Over the last several years, a new business term has become popular: nearshoring. Instead of producing goods halfway around the world, companies move production closer to customers. For many firms, Mexico has become the natural destination, not necessarily because they want to leave Asia entirely, but because they want options. There's that word again, options. The same principle we discussed in Canada's strategy. Companies, like countries, prefer not to depend on a single path. Mexico offers an alternative, and alternatives pull it on. Now let's connect this to our ancient proverb. As competition between the United States and China intensifies, businesses face difficult choices. Supply chains are reassessed. Investment decisions are reconsidered. Companies seek flexibility. Many discover that Mexico offers an attractive solution. In other words, the competition between major powers creates opportunities for those positioned in the middle. Mexico doesn't need to defeat America. It doesn't need to defeat China. It simply needs to remain useful to both. And that can be a very powerful position. The USMCA agreement gives Mexico something many countries would love to have: preferential access to the American market. This makes Mexico particularly attractive to investors. A factory built in Mexico is not merely producing for Mexico. It may be producing for North America. That distinction matters. As businesses search for stability, Mexico becomes increasingly difficult to ignore. Ancient stories rarely end with easy victories, and neither does geopolitics. Mexico's success creates new questions. Can infrastructure keep pace? Can energy supplies support growth? Can political stability be maintained? Can Mexico continue attracting investment while satisfying its North American partners? Success often brings scrutiny. The more important Mexico becomes, the more attention it receives. And attention can be both an opportunity and a challenge. There's another interesting twist. What if Mexico isn't the fisherman, What if Mexico is only one of several fishermen? Consider the possibilities. If North American trade relations become more complicated, Europe may benefit, India may benefit, Southeast Asia may benefit. History teaches us that economic opportunities rarely remain confined to one player. When uncertainty rises, agile competitors move quickly. The real fisherman may not even be standing on the riverbank yet. The deeper lesson of the proverb isn't about exploiting others, it's about awareness. The clam focused on the bird focused on the clam. Neither noticed the fisherman. The danger wasn't competition. The danger was tonnage. Countries make the same mistake. Companies make the same mistake. Investors make the same mistake. Sometimes the biggest threat or opportunity isn't the opponent directly in front of you. It's the player nobody is watching. As the USMCA review approaches, much of the attention will focus on Washington and Ottawa. Tariffs, trade balances, political negotiations, diplomatic tensions. But perhaps the more interesting story is happening elsewhere. While others debate, Mexico continues attracting investment. While others argue, supply chains continue shifting. While others focus on today's disputes, Mexico may be positioning itself for tomorrow's opportunities. Does that make Mexico the fisherman? Maybe. Maybe not. But ancient Chinese wisdom reminds us of something important. When powerful players become absorbed in their own struggle, opportunities often appear for someone else. The only question is, who will recognize them first? In the final episode of this series, we'll explore perhaps the most important question of all. If America, Canada, and Mexico are all playing their own strategies, who ultimately wins? Could it be Europe? Could it be India? Could it be Southeast Asia? Or could North America emerge stronger than before? Subscribe and join us for the conclusion of ancient Chinese strategy versus modern trade wars. The game isn't over yet. The fishermen may still be approaching the riverbank.